We are in the home stretch of the 2024 SEC softball season. The final midweek game of the year for these Georgia Bulldogs coming at you here on the SEC Network. Jack Turner Stadium in Athens, Georgia is the place. As South Carolina State Upstate takes on a top 10 Georgia team here tonight. And we welcome you high atop Jack Turner Stadium. Caleb Frady, Megan Wiggins, and
your team to score and getting your team in scoring position, which a lot of times for hitters makes it a lot easier to see the ball and hit it.
3-2 is swung on and missed for strike three.
Is mentally and who's going to come out on top. What does that first inning look like? It's kind of like a poker game, like trying to figure out who's making these moves and what move are we going to make here.
That one gets high and gets away. Runner's going to take second. They're going to call her back to first. They're going to call her out. So she must have left early here, and
that was on the umpire.
Yep. Deal's going to be recorded out. For leaving early.
That was pretty close.
She had it timed up just a little too well. One just misses.
Be able to use that rise ball.
Ground ball to second, underhand for one. And that'll get the inning concluded here for USC Upstate. We head to the bottom. USC is good. Every team is good, and it is incredibly deep, and it is very hard to win games, especially on the road, as the 3-2 is grounded to second. That one's going to bounce off the glove, and Goodnight will be aboard at first.
They're not getting beat 10-20-0, right? Yep. They're right in all these games, and it just is coming down to one pitch, one hit.
Ground ball by Davis, and they may have Goodnight in a rundown. She'll dive back, and it's going to be a double play. And that's going to clear the bases off with two away. And to the shortstop. And it'll be a 1-2-3 inning for the Spartans here. We head to the second, scoreless in Athens.
You want to hit and laying off the high stuff and being really aggressive, waist down.
Off the plate. Quick play, not in time, and a good piece of hitting there by Talia Thomas.
You want to be able to execute situational hitting, and that includes being able to put bunts down. And when your name's called, being able to do your job.
Yeah, you talk about laying a bunt down.
Yeah.
That was great. That thing took about a foot bounce and just stopped.
I mean, go with the rise ball out of the zone and see if she can get him to swing.
Kind of the art of pitching and how you want to work through an at bat. Here's a ground ball. Good stop there by Armistead, but she'll have no play. And runners are on the corners now with one away for USC Upstate.
Woohoo! That's where I live.
Got some family here watching for sure as the 1-0 comes in there for a strike.
So if I'm the hitter right now, I'm looking to get something to the green in the air. Get my teammate in, have her tag. And
runner's going to get to second there on the steal.
Yeah, she's trying to draw that throw from the pitcher, trying to get in a pickle and get that girl home.
Swung on and missed for strike three, 2 away. Freeze called strike three. And we head to the bottom of the second.
I think the word that comes to my mind is chaotic. And very competitive because everybody's fighting for something. They want their spot. They want to host. They want to, get into postseason, get into the SEC tournament. I see that these games are going to be very competitive.
Here's a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. It'll be the second hit of the contest for Georgia. And look at. Up the middle, good stop. There's one, and there's two. Second straight inning, double plays.
Pitchers and the amount of pitches that Georgia has thrown, and combined right now, it's 48 pitches from the Georgia pitchers and 18 pitches for Upstate's pitcher. So you see the difference in, you know, getting on base, who's patient, who's being aggressive.
That one to left field. That one will roll off the wall. Sliding to second easily is on the deal. And it's a one-out double.
Very fine line.
Swung on. Strike him out, throw him out.
And then Backus has that. Sure, you have to be aware of those very small margins that you're working within.
Here's a bloop to short. And that'll do it. We head to the bottom half. Scoreless in Athens.
To stay consistent.
This defense has been really good to this point. Polk can't make a play there, so Sydney Kuma finds herself aboard.
Situational here from Tony.
Ground ball. The play is at first. Works like a bunt there on the 1-3.
To be able to move those runners.
Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Good defense there for Manis.
He has cooking here.
A liner to the shortstop. Deal reels that one in. And we head to the fourth. Scoreless. The book scoreless here as we head to the fourth. Ground ball to Mosley. One away. No runs, 3 hits.
You know, you don't want to not continue doing what you're good at, which they can hit the ball. They've shown that. We see that in the stats. They can hit the ball. But there's also a part of it where
there's a ground ball back to the pitcher. 1-2-3 inning here in the fourth. Georgia with the bats now in the fourth. In a double play. And that was where that base running snafu by Dallas Goodnight getting greedy.
To trust your teammates.
Yeah.
So you don't want to force things to happen. You don't want to run into outs.
There's a little bloop. That one will drop. Chambly had a head start, had to stop and wait for it to drop in.
He's in a lot of positions to hit the ball with runners on.
Might have
and
got runners aboard here. That one is gone, dead center. And Sarah Mosley will drive them all in. The offense doing its job. They get aboard. She drives them home. And that'll break open a scoreless game. It's 3-0. Change things.
Yeah, I mean, you get a walk, you get a hit, you get brought in. It's what they've been good at this whole season, and I think the last couple weekends they've just been missing that one hit here, one hit there. And they just, you just got to keep it simple. Swing at good pitches.
Yep.
So she can make adjustments very quickly in her at-bats.
There's an adjustment, this one to right center, and off the glove of the center fielder Lauer. Turning at second and coming around is Goodwin. She'll get to third standing. It's a triple. Of this trouble here in the fourth. And a called strike 3.
And when you face a lineup like
ground ball. Runner's going to go home. The throw is behind. And Jaden Goodwin plays Georgia's 4th run.
And that's what you want, aggressive base running, speed on the bases. Kuma hits the ball, goes one.
There's a ground ball to first. Norris will take it herself, but Georgia plays 4 here in the fourth.
Which is what they've done well this whole game.
That'll be a leadoff walk for Abby Polk. Both teams have had behind 0-2. Offers it that one. Mosley goes to second for one, to first in time, double play. Here's a ground ball. Mosley to first. And that'll do it here in the top half of the fifth. Popped up over the head of the shortstop Deal. And a tough play into no man's land there. And
with the speed that they have.
(3-1). Hit and run. She'll be safe. Runner's going to go to third, sliding in and safe is Ellie Armistead. So here's Sydney Chambly. Came in defensively in the top half of the inning after pinch running in the fourth. Ball gets away, going home and sliding in safe is Armistead. Georgia plates its fifth run of the afternoon. Just a poor throw back to the pitcher. See why Georgia is aggressive. It works out in their favor there. As the 1-2 is lifted to center, coming in as Lauer. She'll make the catch.
And that's why you have to have a short memory. You don't want to be very disciplined at the plate is really important as the season progresses.
3-2 is sent to the gap in left. Getting waved around is Goodnight. She'll score. Kearney goes to second. RBI double for Jada Kearney. And Georgia leads 6-0. The scoring going to right and into the glove. And Georgia going to get aggressive and slide into third. And safely tagging it up and getting there is Eaton. Gearing up for the final three SEC series of the season. Here's a ground ball to short, and that'll get over to first. And that'll do it for Georgia in the fifth. Stadium, Hunter Beasley, Will Resch, Abby Benefield, John Ostergaard, Liam England, Aiden Daly as this one sent to left. Connor Bilbo pressing the buttons. And
so as a pitcher, you know, you don't want your goal to be to strike everybody out, right? You have people behind you to play defense, and I think that's what good pitchers, they can do that. They can pitch their pitches and trust it.
Shaw 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice, and she has popped out. Into foul territory, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for USC Upstate. The 1-0 is sent to right field. That ball's off the top of the wall, and that ball is gone. A leadoff home run for Sarah Gordon. Her fourth home run of the season. And now Georgia a run away from run rule.
And you see the home run power all the way through the lineup, and that's why Georgia is such a good offensive team, is that they have power 1 through 9, and you just never know who it's going to be. You never know who's going to show up that day. But when they all show up, they show up.
Ground ball, that one through the hole. And it'll be Jaden Fields who will bat again here. Well,
that takes a different type of athlete to be good in those positions, because that's not easy. And how do you practice for that?
Yep.
You go through the same reps everybody else does. Everyone's going to look to do. So this is just giving them reps, giving them different looks and opportunities to do that.
As a fair ball, that one's going to roll to the corner. Getting waved around is Kuma. Kuma steaming to home. And Georgia will walk it off here in the 6th with the RBI double, pinch hitting Tyler Ellison.
Job done.
That one tied to the bag and bouncing down the line. And it'll score Kuma from first, and Georgia will defeat USC Upstate for the 5th straight time, and now 8-2 all time in the series. And final midweek tune-up here on the season as we get another look at the hit. And Kuma coming all the way around. So final midweek tune-up for Georgia here this season. 3 more really big SEC series to come, and a lot of softball still to come.